All right, ladies and gentlemen, is your guy MDK, Mr. I Woke Up Like This. I'm not allowed to say is your boy. Apparently, I'm a grown man now. Today, I've never felt so outnumbered, but at the same time, lucky to have these beautiful ladies on the table. I go by the name MDK. On my side is my co-pilot. She goes by the name Miss Anonymous.
Hi, guys.
How you doing, Miss Ano?
I am.
Before you introduce yourself, let me mention everyone at the table. We've got Emma, the DJ, over there.
Hey! Hi, Emma.
We've
Hi,
got
guys. How's it going?
and we've got Miss Giggla.
Yes, yes, lady. The posh lady.
And we've got DJ Sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Hi.
I like the way you're looking at that camera. I want you here.
Yeah, so sorry, I didn't know. I'm just trying to get my angles on all the cameras.
All right. Miss Angles.
And we've got Harriet Bella.
Hey.
Okay, let me start with my intro. Some people call me Mr. Signal. You can call me whatever you want to call me, man. Miss Anonymous, how would you introduce yourself to the people?
As anonymous, and it will stay that way. Yeah. Hi, guys.
I like that.
Let's go to Emma, the DJ.
What's good? How are you?
I'm good, man. People are probably watching this and thinking, who is this lady over here? How would you introduce Emma, the DJ?
I would introduce Emma the DJ as, hi guys, I'm Emma the DJ. I'm a piano DJ representing private school.
Yeah.
I also do events, I work in publishing, and I make music.
Right. Do you know?
She's also a co-founder at Bookstop Brixton Mix. Sorry.
Hey. Shout out Bookstop Brixton.
I like that. I like that.
Great, though. Yes. Yes.
Giggla,
Yes.
how you doing?
Okay, I'm very well. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
How would you introduce Giggla to the people?
Well, I am Giggla. That's it. I am many things, multifaceted. A mother, a DJ, a presenter, a host. I do all of the things. I dress nice too. I'm Congolese.
I love the confidence, confidence, darling.
Yes.
Yes, and I'm a co-founder at Bookstop Brixton Mix. Yes.
Nice.
Yes, girls. Yes, ladies.
Alrighty, let's go to DJ Sweets.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Please.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh,
It's all good.
Thank you. Oh, that camera.
Yes. Now she remembered. How would you introduce DJ Sweets to the people?
Wow. Many things. Mainly Ugandan born and raised in Uganda. Came here at the age of 12. Just psychologist.
Yep.
I love understanding people's brains and finding ways to help a collective get better and heal as people. So that will be me. I love dancing.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
hosting. If you see me everywhere, I'm the first to dance at a party.
Hey,
I don't-
that's a fact.
And the last one to leave. I mean, everyone probably knows it's a Ugandan thing.
Yeah.
Ugandans with the lead S. So yeah, that'll be me.
Nice one.
Nice.
Harriet Bella.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm blessed. How are you?
Please introduce yourself to the people.
I am Harriet Bella. I'm a soulful, piano, Afro house, and Afro tech DJ.
Yeah.
I'm also a writer in charity work. So I write for environmental charities.
Yeah.
And I'm the person who's also dancing, but not as well as her. And I think I'm known for my smile. Like when it comes to the scene, I'm just happy-go-lucky.
It's beautiful.
Thank the braces.
Wow.
Yeah. It's not born this way, unfortunately.
Understandably.
Yeah, that's good. So today we are gathered here to talk about the challenges of being a female DJ. And the reason why I thought of this idea is because it looks easy from a distance when you guys are having fun on the decks and doing all your stuff. But some people don't understand what you guys go through to do what you guys are doing. Because I remember I was having a conversation with one of my boys. And some people were saying that it's easy for girls because they can just show their boobs and they get a gig, or they could just sleep with the promoter and get a gig.
Wow.
But having been friends with some of you in the industry and actually being a DJ myself, I kind of got the insight and to see exactly what you guys go through. So today I want you guys to tell the people the kind of struggles that you go through. You know what I mean? The kind of challenges that you go through. So I might start with Emma the DJ. In your own words, like what kind of challenges do you face in the industry?
Well, as a female?
As a female DJ, yes.
As a female, I don't know, because I feel like for me, I don't present myself as a stereotypical female.
Okay.
And I don't know, I often get told, you know, if you were to dress more like this, if you were to show some skin, you would get more bookings and stuff like that. But I reject all of that.
Oh, wow.
Okay. When you say show your skins, are we talking about
Like, just being more sexual.
or when you're playing your music? Okay.
Yeah, when I'm DJing. But that's not me.
Yeah.
Everyone who knows me knows that's not me.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. So that would that be promoters that would be telling you this, or
Just a lot of people, promoters, groovists.
the groovists, the people
Yeah.
that come up to you, then the people that you play for, when they come up to you and say, could you maybe just be more entertaining? Is that what the idea?
No, but I reject that.
Absolutely. Well done for originality. It's not it's not an easy thing to stay original, especially in the entertainment world.
True.
I mean, well done to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Nice one. I mean, let's talk about respect. In terms of respect in the game, Giggla, how would you say it affects you, or how do you feel about respect in the game as a female DJ?
When you say how they respect female DJs, yeah? Yeah. It's a mad one, because I have I have male DJ friends.
Yeah.
And sometimes shout outs to them, they probably know who they are when I say this, but they'll be we'll be in the chat and they'll be saying stuff like, you know, it's the dancing DJs, blame Waffles. Sorry, Waffles, you're great, but it's like blame Waffles. It's like and girls there dancing and all of that. They don't even know how to DJ properly, and it can really put a damper in your spirit. Do you get what I mean? Because for me, right now, I've taken a step back to develop my skill, so much so that even I can't see a fault in what I'm doing. And when really it shouldn't even be like that. I was so confident at first, I'll just do whatever I have to do.
Yeah.
But you see the way female DJs are being looked at now.
Yeah.
I don't want to step out and be looked at as a joke. That's the last thing. And it's really, really stressful, and it really puts a lot of pressure on you because you're trying to prove a point. But at the same time, I'm trying to prove a point to myself as well. I am skilled. I do take this thing seriously. Yeah. So there's that aspect of it. And same with what Emma's saying, being sexual and showing bits of your body is something that comes part and parcel of this. I'm a Christian now, so it's I can't always be showing skin. Do you get what I mean? It's something that I'm having to pull back on a little bit by bit, as God allows. Do you get what I mean?
Of course.
It's part of the industry, unfortunately. Do you get what I mean? So we have to kind of conform to a certain degree. But this is what we're facing. You know what I mean?
What would you say to because there's artists who are Christian, but they still go out and show skin, and they can literally go out in bikini, and they still say that they're Christian. What would you say about?
Everyone has their own personal relationship with God. Yeah, literally, God knows your heart. I can't come and now be telling you dependent on how I'm operating my thing. I just know that when I do something mad, God's gonna let me know, or my own conscience is gonna let me know, right, that's mad. Do you get what I mean? But maybe they have their own relationship, they have their own understanding. God knows how they've got to operate. Do you get what I mean? For whatever mission they have. Yeah, I can't come and say what. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
That's fair, Jews. Sweets, how would you say, or how do you feel about respect in the game? Do you feel that as a female DJ, do you face some challenges where you don't get enough respect?
Yes, definitely. There's places sometimes when you don't get much respect, and that comes from, especially you being also a young female DJ. Yeah. There is some that are older than you who've been in the game longer, who know people more, and but sometimes there's also the ingrown competition within us females as well, where you don't want to put your friend on because they're gonna you're exactly outshine you, and you're scared of the outshine but then sometimes it's it's you, but sometimes it's also society letting have those insecurities within yourself and see other people as competition. But that respect sometimes is not there, like they said. Sometimes when it comes to being dressed up, and me personally, I don't mind. I love my body, My mom always told me, you have a beautiful body, you might as well show it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why not? So I'm happy to, but I also understand there's also other people who are not comfortable with that. So it's very unfair for people to be told, how to present themselves, because I would not like it if someone told me, don't dress like that. This, and if I want to dress and show my beautiful curves, why not? But also that comes from the same person who doesn't want to show their curves and wants to be respected on that. So it comes into play of, I feel like it's also ingrown psychology of our ancestors and those before us having to feel like men own our bodies. So feeling like those male promoters or even society just letting this is how it should be.
This is how we want it.
It's a rebellious thing, especially as female DJ, you wanna play music because you want people to come because you love playing your music and you are great at your craft. But then unfortunately you were born into the body, with the curves you did not choose to get, and you have to fight against all of the rebelliousness of confronting to society, confronting to men, confronting to other females and how they see you and how they view you. And that inner fight is very difficult when society is also telling you how
to dress.
You should be dressing out, how you should be doing things. You're going to be overly sexualized. Because I've had people tell me that. But they're going to overly sexualize you. I don't want you to be seen as a sex object and that kind of stuff. And I'm like, I don't see myself as that. But now you telling me that is now going to affect me. How I'm going to be moving. And presenting myself, so.
Cool.
Yeah. Basically.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Bella, respect in the game, how has it affected you? Do you feel that you get enough respect? Have you ever been in kind of situations where you just feel like, hey man, come on now?
I mean, yeah, obviously. I think the first time I experienced it, I went to an open decks. And basically everyone was doing 3 songs.
Where was this?
I'm not going to name places.
Okay. Very smart. Very smart, Bella.
So quick,
but yeah, so everyone was playing 3 songs. I arrived quite early on in the night. Tell me how 2-3 hours have passed and everyone's done 3 songs and DJs have played 2-3 times. All men. I'm the only female and I still haven't got a place on a deck.
Okay.
Oh wow.
It was only when about 3 people turned around, was like, 3 people who were close enough to the person who was kind of going on with the thing. That was like, put Bella on the decks. Like, at least if she's awful, let her play her 3 songs and don't bring her back, But put her on the decks. And then there's a lot of pressure because when you finally get on the decks, then you're like, oh my days. I've been waiting. They've said,
Now
this girl's, the pressure is on and I've got 3 songs. Like, so I've definitely experienced that. But I also, kind of going off what Emma says, dressing wise, I kind of find myself at a balance maybe. But also performing wise, like we're here to DJ. If you can do other things on top of it, like this girl can, she's an amazing dancer, that's impeccable. But like we're here to DJ and I feel like there's a lot of pressure to be a dancer and a DJ when you're a female. Whereas I feel like men don't have that pressure. Like the guys will come, they'll do their show, they'll literally come in a t-shirt, some comfy trousers and some trainers. And they just come, they play, people are respecting them for their music, for their ability on the decks.
That is so true.
And then I feel like with women, there's never just that. I for the first time went and did a gig the other day and literally popped on a pair of jeans and a t-shirt and felt very comfortable there and was like, okay, this is like a space where I feel like I can just play my music and I can actually like play around with acapellas and focus on the decks instead of focusing on providing more.
Artificial,
because I'm here to play. I'm not here to do other things. If you want to do that, that's amazing, but also most shows have hosts as well, so I don't know why there's also still a pressure for us to also be
the entertainer, the dancer.
Can we talk about that? Because I feel like I'm being cheated now that you're pointing that. because you have to you're paying me to be the entertainer,
right?
The DJ, and also the sex object that's
exactly.
attracting the thing.
Exactly.
But then Giggla, is that the promoter's fault or is it society? Because there's some of the things that the promoter doesn't specifically say to you, hey, you come and play here. By the way, I need you to dance. I need you to be this, to be that. Is it the promoter or is it society where people come in and they don't dance and they're holding phones like that? Who do we then blame?
All right, that's interesting. I mean, I understand what you're saying, innit?
Yeah.
There's no supplier without demand.
Yeah.
I get it. But if we cut off the supply a little bit, or we switch up what we supply, people will have no choice but to receive what's being supplied. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just people have to care enough about the scene and what is pushing out, and what are we essentially doing? Are we just going around doing what every other genre is doing?
Yeah.
Which is great, cool. If that's what you're doing, cool. But if you're coming in to do something different, that, you know, then
Yeah,
I get you. Yep.
I was gonna agree with that, you know, because you said,
okay.
is it the promoters' fault or is it society's? Yes, you know, we've all blamed society.
Yeah.
Boom. Let's now move on to the small people that make up the society.
Yeah.
So you as a promoter, sometimes it's how you handle it after my gig when I'm communicating with you. You know, sometimes it's you being like, you know what, I want you to DJ, but you know, you're gonna be needed to also do a little dancing. You know, the other day someone messaged me saying, hey, I would love for you to come and dance.
Yeah.
Not DJ, but to come and dance, you know, so much I'm going to pay you. And I was like, yes, thank you for respecting my craft. I would love to.
Yes.
But then if you're paying me to come and DJ, and then I also have to, I don't mind, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone knows me. I'm happy to
That's
jump
your
on the
thing.
decks and pop up and vibe with everybody.
Yeah.
But like they said, some people are not happy, are not comfortable with that. They want to, you know, this is their moment, and that's their moment to be on the floor to dance and DJ. So you as a promoter should communicate, and this is the issue that promoters are having. They're not communicating with
Okay.
people. The communication is so bad and horrific, and you know, this goes back to us women being very like, oh yes, I would love to help you and support. And you end up getting yourself in a situation where you're like, I shouldn't have said I'm going to
should have
support
never.
you.
Oh
because
my gosh!
Now you're throwing things back in my face and you're not understanding where I'm coming from, you know? So I think that's where the issue comes in, because it's like, communicate and tell me, I'm going to need you to do this. Okay, you are. I'm going to, you know, that's extra £100 if you want me to DJ and
Dance.
Of course, you're distributing energy. I'm already distributing the energy from DJing to people.
Yeah.
And now I got to distribute more by going out and dancing. How are you reciprocating that back to me? You know, because I'm happy to give. But if I'm not constantly being poured in and reciprocated, I'm gonna feel like
It's just being
what
used.
you saying?
Yeah. When we were talking about that yesterday, we were literally talking about it just being like, especially even in our own friendship groups in this, we won't say friendship even anymore, our colleague groups. We have to say that.
It's a tough industry, man. Your
Associate
colleagues are your
groups.
friends, and your friends are your colleagues.
This is it. Yeah, no, they will literally use you. And here's my thing, and I always say this: it's okay to use, but allow yourself to also be used. It has to be a fair transaction. That's fine.
Right.
Yeah, use me, that's fine, but I'm going to use you at some point. That's it.
That's fair enough.
That's it.
Yeah, you can't rinse out your friends.
I want to turn that question
go
to the only male DJ in the house. Wait, so how is communication between yourself and the promoters?
I think it's vaguely the same, where people sometimes you're not really sure what's expected of you. So somebody would book you, like the girls are saying.
Yeah.
In terms of promotion, sometimes somebody will be texting you, would say, oh, you haven't pushed the gig, you haven't do that. And you're looking at it like, yeah, that's not my job.
Yeah.
You just booked me to come and DJ, right? So there are some challenges that we both face, but then there are some challenges that female DJs will face on their own. For instance, if somebody's booking any of you, you don't know if this is a genuine booking or is my guy got other, do you know what I mean?
Intentions.
Yeah, because when you share your number, again, then if it ends on the gig, that's fair enough. But further after the gig, hey, how you doing? What are you doing tonight? That's it. Do you know what I mean? So as guys, I wouldn't get that unless if maybe I'm getting booked by a female DJ, which for guys then that would be a bonus. Hey, you want to do something extra?
let's do it.
But it's rare. It's rare that a female DJ, a female promoter would book me and then she'd be like, "Hey, MDK, what are you doing tonight?"
We'd all love to see
Because
that.
it's business oriented.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
They're business oriented.
But we try and focus as much as we can. So
Okay, that's interesting. What's your take on that? That the communication is going to be, it's like the playing field. This is where, this is where we meet parity. Like that means, do we just have a problem with the promoters in general in the UK?
Oh, I see what you mean.
I mean,
Do you want to take it, Bella?
I mean, I can't speak personally. I haven't had international bookings, but a lot of my friends have. And they speak very highly of international bookings, promoters a lot better than the UK especially
ones.
London-based promoters. I think there is actually a big kind of grey cloud over the city when it comes to promoters. In terms of, I mean, I'm still awaiting payment from my first ever gig.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
Issue.
Yeah, like, and I think as well, women, especially as a female, I've been told this by seniors especially, like, I'm very, it's okay. Like, I'm very, that's how I am as a person. But there needs to be a point where I need to be like, what is going on here? But I feel like guys maybe are not brought up to be as like submissive or shrink themselves to kind of comfort others.
True.
Right.
So I think I do that a lot. It's like, oh, I'm sorry I haven't paid you, but like, can you do this next gig? Yeah.
Too understanding.
And even like
Expectation.
That's right.
and like times as well. Like you turn up for a gig and you're meant to play at 1 and you play at 3.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Like and I think guys would just be like, or women would more like, I'm not saying just women, but personally, I find it hard to sometimes be like, yo, especially in a room full of guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So since we're here to find solutions, how can we solve this problem in terms of payment? If
Stop fighting people. We start fighting people.
Okay.
No. Straight away.
We start fighting people.
No, you have to. You have to start blasting.
Yeah.
So that's why you have to focus on your brand, like big time, so that you have people that are following your brand. But as you're posting, they're following you. So then this person also knows if this person blasts me, there's people that are paying attention.
Name and shame.
Name and shame.
Name and
yeah.
Okay.
There's a guy I played for him 24th of September. Do you know I got payment 2 months later? I had to open a group chat with all the other DJs, male and female. So he didn't even discriminate.
Can you blast them?
I will.
See what I mean? You see what I mean?
If this was 2 months prior, she would have
said. If we're gonna point fingers and be like,
the
"Yo,
money has come now. You feel comfortable to not."
Yes, and then they'll be like, but I paid
That
you anyway.
2 months was disrespect.
No, but you know what it is? I've got like a Canva blast. So I've got like a polite blast. So I've gone on Canva and I've already created the template of the blast.
Oh,
I just
okay.
need to double check in the chat that everyone's been paid.
so
So
there's
watch out for my
special.
story.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
he's going to get a special blast
I
because
will follow
I
up
was
on this.
especially disrespectful. But look, I've got a son, so sometimes I have to give my son to like babysitting and stuff like that, and I have to spend time away from him, and I really hate it. So if you're playing around with me when I've come to work, bro, we're not
That's
gonna
something
get on.
That's what people forget. It's
We're
work.
not gonna
That's
get
it.
on.
It is actually work.
Right,
this
it
is
is.
work. Yeah,
That's it.
I'm gonna get
my
very
goodness.
upset, but that's it. We're fighting people. We're blasting people.
That's
now.
it.
That's it.
That's it. Emma, what's your take?
I just think people like to tiptoe around these situations, and I do get it
Yeah.
because like it's kind of scary to. There's that worry that you're going to get blacklisted and you're going to burn bridges because you're always told in this industry, don't burn bridges.
Yeah.
And by doing that, it feels very scary. Like you don't want to go on your story and blast
That's
a
it.
name.
That's
I've been
it.
speaking about this a lot with fellow DJs, but I feel like the time is coming when we as DJs need to like have each other's backs.
That's it.
That's true.
And
That's right.
support each other when it comes to actually, this promoter's not right, because it's getting to the point where it's embarrassing for us because DJs are coming from South Africa. We love Amapiano in this country.
Oh
Yeah.
my
They're coming down
goodness.
here. They see we love Amapiano, and then they're getting
Yes.
really mistreated. And that makes me so angry. I hate to see it.
Wow.
So we need
True.
to need to actually group together and say this is a problem.
So
Let's do something.
the problem is definitely within the UK promotion
Yeah.
and the entertainment industry.
But do you think it's the UK only? Like, there's no other
I think there's
places?
always issues, but
Don't you
the
think it's
UK
because we
kind
are
of takes
based in
cup.
the UK? We're not about to know about because people are not blowing the whistle, because people are not talking, because people are not blasting other people.
Yeah.
How would you know if people are getting treated right, say in South Africa, if they're not saying? How would you know in Uganda if there's no communication and all that? Because I think it's because we are based in the UK.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to talk about.
That's so true.
That's all we
'cause
know.
I remember you mentioned how there was a podcast that was discussing how DJ
Maphorisa, yeah.
DJ Maphorisa, when artists record in his studio.
Oh, yeah. I think it was, what was it, McG or something like that?
Yeah.
So Maphorisa was talking about if you come to his house and you do music in his house, you saw that, yeah?
yeah.
You do music in his house, he's paying for the food, he's paying for the bills, everything. Everything belongs to him. So how do you guys feel
Even the
about
song
that? Everything
you've
that you
made,
do.
he's got
I feel like, do you know what? The industry is like that, unfortunately, because music is such a spiritual thing and the skill is so close to home. We don't know how to kind of conceptualize it. I don't know how to explain it, but essentially it's a commodity. And it's like, if you've gone to the man's house and he's provided everything in order for this product to be built, it's his, isn't it? Unfortunately,
well, he's a part of it. He's a part of it.
Yeah, I would say
it can't fully be his.
Emma, what do you
because
think?
if you hire,
I just wanted to say, as somebody who kind of works in the industry a little bit, I can see the way he put that was very jarring. It was partly his delivery and his tone. But think about it, it's just like he's a label, you know, you come to his house, you use his facilities, you record something. That's not to say he gets 100% of the splits.
Right.
You will still probably get a cut from it. But if that session would not have happened without him facilitating it, then, you know, he has, like, it's a tough industry. A lot of things seem unfair, but that's just kind of...
That's how the way it is.
Yeah, that's the industry.
just the way
Emma, do you think it will make a difference if, like he's saying, if recording everything in his house, right? Would it make any difference if he charged a fee for people to come and record? So, for instance, if you're going to record somewhere, you pay for a studio and you pay for, I don't know, whatever it is that you pay for. So that way you keep the masters. So if my producer really wants to help, can he then say, this is a fee? So if you come to my house, if you want to keep the masters, if you want to keep this, then this is how much I charge. Do you think that would make a difference?
Of course he could say that. Yeah, 100%. That would be like one of us booking out a recording studio and then doing our thing in it.
Yeah.
But that's the fact that he's facilitated that session.
Yeah.
So long as the communication is clear, if he's said something different before and then turned around and bumped them, then that's shady. But if you could communicate clearly, like, right, okay, this is my session. This is how it's going to work. But I think the problem is sometimes those conversations don't happen because people are in the creative zone.
Yeah.
And the fear that comes with it as well of setting those boundaries.
Facts.
You know, because sometimes there's a fear that comes with setting boundaries. Okay, what if they say no? You also don't know how someone else is gonna react to those boundaries that you're setting. You know, and he sees himself as this big producer. So how dare you come and give me on my terms what I should be doing in my studio, in all of this kind of stuff. So I agree with what you're saying of, you know, saying, okay, you know what, you want to record, this is the fee you're going to be paying. That means whatever you make, it's going to be part of yours rather than, it's selfish, you know, especially if you know young people and if you know that this scene is not just growing, it's going to grow globally and the people you're working with, because it's strategic. That you can see the young people you're working with, you're like, okay, this person's going to be amazing and blow up. The fact that you're getting them and making them make their music in your place so everything can be yours, it's selfish because you know where this person's going to go. You know where they're going to make it and you're like, okay, you're keeping that to yourself. Instead of being like, you want to go there, let me provide this that you need and let's grow the community, let's grow, you know, our people and distribute instead of feeling like you need to hold it for yourself. Because that's when everything's going to go backlash. That's when people are going to start speaking out and people are going to be like, you know what, F this, because we're done, we're over it. Instead of being like, you know what, let me be the pioneer for this beautiful thing that's about to grow. So
I think that's Mike G's point. He was trying to say that some people come in there, but he doesn't tell them exactly how it works. Like you're saying, if you're new, you don't know anything. You're just excited about recording a song. And then and then after that, he keeps everything. And they're like, oh, bro, I didn't even know that. So, Anyway, let's close that one because now we're moving away from the subject. Let me go to you, Giggla. As a mom, what kind of challenges do you face as a parent? How challenging is it for you? Can you give us the insight of how it affects you?
So, like, say, for example, weekends, I basically have my son. So it's like the days where I would be booked, Fridays and Saturdays, I'm being a mum. So it's like I'm having to chase after childcare. And I don't really trust anyone to look after my son but my mum. And she's got to work. Do you get what I mean?
Sure.
So it's like I don't even want to find an alternative. So I've had to just step back sometimes. Or if it's a really big promoter, like it's a really big events company, then I'll make the exception. But otherwise, I've had to. This is why I've had to focus on my content, and I've had to focus on building my own platform. Just so you know, if for those big events companies, they can check me out. They can have a look at what I'm doing and see if I'm worth what I'm charging, and if I'm worth being on the lineups that I would like to be on. Otherwise, there's no point in me coming out for. Unfortunately, there's no point in me coming out for like small.
Yeah,
Small
of
amounts,
course,
yeah.
of course, yeah. How old's your son?
He's 3. He's gonna be 4 in April.
Oh gosh, cute,
Yeah.
cute little toddler age. But yeah, way too young to go to like Ministry of Sound type of gig.
I have brought him to pop. When Emma's done the open decks, but that's because that those type of spaces facilitate.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? I can have him on my hip whilst I DJ. Do you get what I mean?
He can come. Mom.
Yeah.
This is the life we have right now.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
When I go on radio, like when I went to Mode Radio London, shout out to them.
Oh,
I had him on my hip. He was playing around. It was fine. The tables were high, so he couldn't reach the deck. It was great. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, it makes sense.
Oh, lovely. That's sweet. Do you think it's ever possible to have more mums into this kind of industry? Do you think once you become a mum, that's it? You can't be in the entertainment industry?
Nah, not at all. I think there's loads of mums in the entertainment industry. Becoming a mum brought me into the entertainment industry. Took me out of corporate. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because there was no way I was going to be doing that hard job there and then going into something that's just impossible, that I don't enjoy, with these people that hurt my head. Like, you know what I mean? When I'm done parenting you, I want to go doing something I enjoy. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. So he really helped me focus. That boy, God bless him. Like, he was a gift to me.
Yeah.
He was a gift to me. He really opened my eyes.
Oh, that's amazing.
Open my chakras,
That's brilliant.
Oh, that's amazing.
Miss Anna, there's a video that you sent in the group. I'll try and play it for the audience, where you said there was a DJ that, I don't know if she was refused to go in a venue because they didn't believe she was a DJ or something like that.
Yes.
I have been rejected from my own DJ booth because security don't believe that I'm a DJ. I have been fiddled around with my mixers by the sound guy who's telling me how to DJ, and that happened at a women's festival. Definitely gone into sets in a puffer jacket to make sure I feel safe, that my body is covered up, because I've realised that now my position as a woman who DJs is not simply to entertain and share the passion that I have, but it's also to be attractive and look a certain way, but not too attractive or too sexual or not sexual enough. And all of those things really weigh heavy when I'm just getting ready for my set. That makes me
Have you guys ever experienced something like that? Like when you go to venues, like you have to
Lots of times.
talk about it. Talk about it.
I'm the DJ and they look at you like,
Yeah, right.
okay, so if you're the DJ, why don't you have your decks with you?
Yeah.
If you're the DJ, why don't you have your this with you? And
Oh,
I'm
wow.
like, and you're just like, I'm the DJ. If you can check, and it's mainly not the promoters,
Yeah.
it's the security that's there.
Oh.
It's the people who are because the promoters are quick to come and get you. You know,
Yeah.
like, hey, what's
Yes.
up?
Yeah.
But it's the security, and you know, sometimes me as a queer person, I want to make sure that the places I'm going to, I am safe. I don't want to have to be arguing with people, because now I'm gonna get rebellious and I'm gonna get defensive, and you know, and then I'm gonna be so petty to the point that you don't want to let me in, but you have to, because I'm the DJ.
I'm the DJ, So now you're becoming aggressive.
You know what I mean? And I don't have to. When you could have just simply, could have just, you know, hey, how are you? And I'm the kind of person who every time I meet people, I'd say, hi, how are you? And people don't, I think it's a London thing. People don't want to, and I'm like,
trust me.
you know,
Face.
and it's like,
I remember the
Did you
first
not
time I
hear
came
me?
to the UK in the tube train, I tried that. Hi, how are you?
no.
They suspect you, like, what's going on with
Like,
this
this
one?
one's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so they're just mad.
I think Bella's got something to say.
I
What do
mean,
you
I
say,
can
Bella?
definitely add on this, especially
Yeah.
because I'm white.
Yeah.
So I'm like at the door of like a venue playing Afrobeats, I'm a piano, or whatever.
Oh my God,
And I'm like, but I'm the DJ. And he's looking at me like,
Are you sure?
are you sure? And I'm like, they're like literally pulling out headphones. I'm like, I promise you.
Yeah.
Like, so I've definitely had that a lot, especially when
Oh,
I've DJ'd in some of like the like lounges that are like typically like Nigerian like
Yeah.
food places
Yeah.
that they do events.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been outside like I'm the DJ and they're looking at me like,
Yeah,
Oh my
right.
goodness.
yeah. So
And I like how light you're taking it, but I mean, I'm pretty
did you have to
sure. I'm pretty sure it'd be so frustrating at that moment in time.
Yeah.
Do you ever find yourself cursing under your breath,
Um,
or ready to swing?
I think I can put it a bit two ways. I am a white person entering a space that is majority music by Black
African.
people. And
Yeah.
like, I think that is, I DJ South African house music.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is mainly produced by Black South Africans. So
Yeah.
So you just
I
take
have
it with
to
a pinch
also
of
take it with a
salt.
pinch of salt, like in terms of,
Nah, I wouldn't accept that.
Yeah.
I don't think, no.
But,
I don't think you should accept it. We have to
I
look
don't
at the
think so.
solution. Let's look at it this way.
But it's
What-
normally security, like Sweeney said, though. It's never really.
I know, but
Yeah.
what can we do to solve that problem? Is it because the promoters and the security are not communicating?
I think so, yeah,
Should
yeah,
they
yeah.
have a picture or a list?
Yes.
Yeah, a list.
You understand what I'm- Should they?
That's
I don't,
right.
If they know, because
that.
they're not doing it intentionally. Yes, I know it's rude, but they're not doing it intentionally
No.
because anybody can come in and be like, I'm a DJ tonight. And then
Yeah.
you go in, everybody can do that. But then
That's true.
there should be a communication between the promoter and the security. What do you guys think?
But they don't do it to the guy DJs. When the guy pulls up on the door and says, I'm DJing, all right, my bro, all right.
To be fair, it has happened to me. Remember when we went to
Oh,
Soke? Yeah. To be fair, it did. It was weird. It was the weirdest thing ever. Like I said, there's some challenges that we share. It's rare. It's very rare. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's the way you approach. I don't know. Maybe the guy was distracted. He thought I was pinching in. And obviously, I'm thinking he knows. And I'm like, yeah, we do it. Yeah. And then Mixer was like, hey, chill out. And then he reacted like that. So I don't know. What's the solution to that?
I will say, even promoters, they face their own issues because not all promoters are bad guys. There are really, really good promoters out there that work really, really hard. But remember, they've got to rent the venue.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes the venue will they'll charge you full fee just because they don't like the look of you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get remember a lot of these venues are white owned,
Oh, I
You
see
get what I
you
mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
a lot of the promoters are black.
Yeah.
So they have to pay full fee to come in. Yeah, they can't even barter. And then they don't know the security company because these people don't take you seriously enough to communicate that to you. You see what I mean?
Right.
So
Then what is the solution, guys?
I think the solution is we just keep at it. We just keep working. Like I say all the time. You work on your own brand so much so that when people come and look at you, they take you serious. They know your thing is your thing. Do you get what I mean? That's it. There's nothing else.
And maybe we should start owning some buildings.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, we could do that too. That'd be nice.
But still, when you own the building, do the security know everyone? As DJs, what I'm saying is, why don't we have, I don't know, a picture of these are the DJs for the night. This is handed to the security.
It
So
should
they
be
hold
that,
that.
yeah. So
When
I
you
was
come
going to
in-
say, at the end, the communication.
Yeah,
there
between
needs
the
to be
promoter
better
and-
communication between the venue, the promoter, everyone involved before you are booked as a DJ.
Yeah.
You know, so like you said, it would be great to have a picture, to have a name, and then under those names, your guest list as well, and that kind of stuff. You know, so having that clear communication and being like, these are the DJ I'm going to have for the night.
Yeah.
These are female DJ, even include, it's fine if you have to include the whole, this is a female DJ, this is a non-binary DJ, this is a DJ, this is a whatever DJ, so that people know and aware. So when you come to the door, people are like, oh, okay, what's your name? DJ Sweet's female, boom.
Yeah.
Instead of having the assumption of, okay, well, you're not who you say that you are.
Yeah.
Because
You
sometimes,
don't.
women go through a lot of stuff, not just that cycle. You never know, you're going to catch me on a bad day when
Yeah.
I've dragged myself out of bed.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to come and do this. And now the communication
that.
just needs to be more clear from the promoters, the security, and the venues. So, I think it's out of the DJ's hands.
Yeah.
And it should be to the people who are booking, the promoters, and the venue
Yeah.
to be able to have that clear communication with themselves. Like you said, also, if it's white venues, they should understand that you are creating a space for black people to come and listen to their music. So having that awareness and hiring people who are not gonna have a stereotype
Yeah.
towards the people that you are bringing into your space that you own.
Yeah, there's a lot of work.
All right.
A lot of work behind it. What
Emma,
do
did you want to say something?
Your comment about having a picture.
Yeah.
I've done that before. So good solution for this situation. Show them the flyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean as a DJ, you come with the flyer?
Yeah,
Oh, I
you
see
just
what
get
mean.
it up on your phone.
This
I'm
is-
the DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I think that's much better.
good idea.
That's a good idea.
That's if you're if you're the headline DJs, because you have
It doesn't work all the time.
Yeah,
it
because
doesn't work
sometimes
all
the
the time.
flyers
Yeah.
don't have all the
They don't have
images.
pictures on.
Oh, if there's no
So,
picture and it's just a name.
Yeah.
Okay.
The gig that you're coming up with, most of the names are just at the bottom, and you've got the main artist.
On the yeah.
So it can work on some events, but most of the events that you guys would be DJing in might be tricky. So that solution might probably work better.
All right. Okay, let's move on to money.
Yes.
Do you guys face any challenges as female DJs? I see Giggla rolling her eyes.
Rolling. Okay.
Do you think that sometimes you get paid less money just because you're a female DJ? Does that affect you guys? Do you think?
You're asking the question like you don't know.
But I have to ask the question like I don't know for the audience, because then how do I then ask you the question? Do you know what I mean? I want to hear your story, her story, everybody's story. Let's share those stories.
Go on, Emma.
What about money?
Yeah, in terms of money, do you get that sometimes promoters are taking advantage of you just because you're a female DJ and you don't get paid? Do you find that because they know that you won't speak up, then they don't pay you?
Or pay you enough?
Yeah, what kind of challenges do you face, basically?
I mean, yeah, I've had that situation happen a lot.
Yeah?
I've had that situation happen a lot, but I can't speak to whether it's because I'm female or not.
Okay.
But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. No, I think we need to...
How do you handle it?
How do I handle it? Sometimes I end up just charging it to the game, which is not good. But I think what needs to be in place is, like, what we all need to do more of as a scene is contracts.
What does that mean, charging it to the game? Do you
Charging
mean like
it.
just giving up?
Giving up.
Oh, wow.
Be like, oh,
I'm never getting it, basically. I'm never getting it. Yeah.
You have to
the wind.
sometimes, because it's like the stress that they've caused you. Now you're in £200 more worth of stress debt.
Amen.
Because you have to go to therapy.
It's about cutting your losses.
So give it to God.
Therapy is expensive.
Give it to God.
Yeah? Honestly, give it to God. Please, give it to God.
Oh, this is a new level of giving it to God.
Yeah. You just gotta give it to God.
Goodness.
It will come back to me tenfold.
Amen. What you sow, you will reap. Please.
Amen.
Do you have invoices of, the amounts that have been paid and the amounts that have not been paid? Can you check against? Weigh how many times you've not been paid against how many times you've actually been paid?
No, I feel like I got the point where if I don't get paid, I just, like I said, there's no point of me adding up then going through the stress of, oh my God, that should happen.
So that sounds like it's more like an 8 out of 10 times you might not be.
Yeah, like 7 out of.
Are you?
Yeah.
It's a gamble.
I'm saying, what's the solution? This is what I mean. How do we address this issue?
I've started taking deposits. I'm so sorry. Like I'm done. If I have not worked with the venue before, if I've not worked with the promoter before, I want a deposit.
Right.
Like that is it.
Yeah.
Especially like there's been gigs that I've traveled outside of London to attend, and then I'm still waiting for payment. Like, do you know what I mean? Like it's still like it's those kind of things. And I just realized, especially if I'm traveling, and especially if I've not worked with you before and I don't know somebody that has worked with you personally, I want a deposit, and that's at least then I've got half, because you know, chasing after the next bit can be a stress for another day. But at least I have something from the time and effort, and I think females maybe do undervalue ourselves as well. So I think already you're getting probably a better deal than if you were to book a male DJ, because I think we don't place maybe as much value on ourselves as men do mentally. So yeah, I think I'm already maybe not charging as much as like a male counterpart, and even male counterparts with less experience than I do on the decks and not as smooth transitions as I do. They maybe have the confidence to be like, but I'm a guy. This is what I'm worth. And women are just like, I think women naturally are meant to, they want to serve. Make everybody happy, and they want to serve. So it's like you undervalue yourself because you're like, oh, but my transitions aren't 1,000% perfect yet. So I want to be really making sure that I'm perfect before I'm getting my monies. I don't want to undervalue them. I don't want them to be like, oh, I shouldn't have charged that much. They shouldn't have given them this much money. So I think we have a higher expectation maybe of ourselves before we would start saying stuff as well.
What would you say to somebody like Paris Hilton? Because
with the DJ underneath the decks for her.
Because we were talking at MDK that Paris Hilton is the highest paid
female
DJ in the world.
But that is also because she branded herself. We all knew Paris Hilton before she became a DJ.
Sure.
That's true.
You know, like the fashion most people are wearing Paris Hilton. The back phone selfie, Paris Hilton. She branded herself. So now when she comes to you as a promoter and says, I I'm charging you £100,000 to DJ 1 hour at Burning Man Festival.
Yeah.
That's it.
The fact that Paris Hilton's on the lineup, everyone's gonna come. Be like, oh my god, this Paris, not just because of oh my god, she's gonna be a great DJ, but oh my god, that's her.
I can't lie, I didn't even know she DJs.
And
Really?
No.
And all brands, I suppose other brands want to associate with the
Paris
brand
Hilton.
of Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
So she gets sponsorship. Even if you don't pay her to be there, Nike would pay her to be there.
Not only that, the people who are gonna be, it's a brand.
That's
She was
it.
helped by her family as well.
Heiress,
the hotels,
heiress money.
Anyone who's gonna come now, they're gonna be booking a room up at Hilton Hotel to come to the festival.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. So for her, we cannot even compare her in this equation because not only that, she's a white woman.
Yeah.
It's been so easy for her to get to to wherever she wants to be DJing, but that helped with the branding.
So that does
Yeah.
help too. Before you continue,
No,
so
it's okay.
there's this association. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called Black Electronic Music Association. You've heard of it?
Yeah.
I have.
What's that?
Okay, so this is about it's about fighting discrimination against black female DJs in the UK.
Okay.
So that means there is a step forward. There is something out there to help, but I mean, if it's fighting just for black female DJs, it kind of leaves Emma and Harriet, Bella out.
Yeah.
But so, like, what is out there, like in general, for DJs that you can like? I mean, I don't know. Teachers have unions.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Train drivers have unions.
Yeah. I don't think there's so
actors
much.
have unions. Like there isn't. Is there like is DJing that kind of? Is it just a hobby?
I think so. I think people see it as a hobby, so they don't feel the need to have those things set in place.
Yeah.
Right.
Because most people who are DJs, like, when it's not Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you're doing your 9 to 5. So most
True.
people don't even know where you work.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
you're a
Yeah.
DJ. So most people see it as a hobby. So that's why it's like the entertainment industry is like, well, I don't think there's a need for all of that because it's a hobby that you're doing. Even though DJs are some of the most highest paid people, cause
In the music industry.
yeah, like,
That is
as a
actually
DJ,
true,
like,
yes.
not only that, maybe for me starting out, and you're like, oh, this is how much, because most people, when you tell them how much you get paid, they're like, oh, now I want to become a DJ.
Yeah.
I would love to be a DJ,
the money calls the
It's
people.
true. If the money is coming in and, you have companies booking you for, £1,000 to do 1 hour somewhere, why not having to place the places or the spaces where you can support the DJs when stuff goes wrong,
Yeah, absolutely.
Might.
Yes.
Sorry. But then it's probably going to be
sounds so
included
weird
in the
when you say it.
music industry.
Sorry.
I feel like it's going to be included in the music industry. It's not going to
Yes.
be selected as DJ. It will just be music as
Music
a
industry.
As a
collective.
collective, right.
Yes.
I have always said, I'll just make this final point. Banding together is the most important thing. It's
Yes.
crucial, it's critical. When, like I said, that guy, we played our set on the 24th of September and we didn't get paid till 2 months later. I created a group chat with all of us.
Yeah.
And we went on, we were scaring that man.
So
We
you
scared him
literally
into
founded
pay-
your own
Babe,
association.
that's
right?
it. We just came together and we
That's
said,
another one. Yeah.
boom, this is what one.
Yeah.
And the group chat is still alive today. We're chatting there and we're talking here and there. But that's all it is. Like I can just hit up if someone hasn't paid me, I can hit up Emma, Sweetney, Harriet, and be like, guys, this is what
Yes.
we're
This
going to
person is-
attack this person.
Yes.
And that's it.
I think
all you have to do.
that's a way step forward.
That's a good.
Yeah, I like this.
But I think also like just talking, like I got pre-warned about some people, like by in fact, even Emma warned me one time about a promoter. Just by the way, just be careful,
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like just be careful with that promoter, like and do, but obviously take it with a pinch of salt. Your experience is never somebody else's experience.
That's true.
It can be the same, it can be similar. Plus, we perceive things differently. We're all individuals. But I think, like talking about it. But I think the one thing that is really unique within the Amapiano scene, especially in London, is the transparency that DJs have between ourselves with our booking fees. I don't think in any other like DJ scene, my friends who are not Amapiano DJs, but are DJs are always shocked when we can kind of sit in a room and be like, oh yeah, I know their booking fee. Like we do talk about it, and especially like a lot of the girls I think it's really a shame when you see female DJs start to compete. All you need to do is grow the pot. There's enough space for everybody.
Absolutely.
But yeah, uplift and support
100%.
and have each other's backs. You know,
That's it.
pre-warn people about things or give people the push and be like, no, that promoter's great. Go ahead. I trust them. I trust you in that space. I felt comfortable in that space. I felt comfortable even though I was the only girl in a room full of men. They made me feel respected. I felt comfortable and I got home safely. Like it's voicing both sides, I think, is incredibly important. So just having transparency within us as a scene. We're all self-employed, you know? We're not going to have a union as such when you're self-employed. It's a little bit different. Like it's not like you're working in a school and you've got all your teachers in that school together. But have it in ourselves that we kind of look out for each other. We're all experiencing the things same but different. So I think it's just letting each other know and pre-warning. And Emma's warning was exactly right. So also listening.
Yeah, because somebody can say, but sometimes you're like,
you don't listen. You're just like, let me
jealousy.
get. Especially as a new, not even jealousy, as a new DJ. When I first started, you take any gig, bro. You take any gig. You're like, put me on, and you're like, you know what? In your head, you're like,
I can handle it.
In your head, it's like, well, I would have paid for studio space. So even if I didn't get paid, you know, I played for free and I didn't have to pay for studio. In your brain, you really start. No. Yeah,
like, you know
girl
what?
maths.
I didn't pay for studio.
I didn't pay for studio and I got a free drink. So I made a profit, in fact. Like,
But also, male DJs warn your female DJs. You know, let them know. You know, if you work with someone, be like, yo, you know, I've seen you. This person wants to talk to you, and they were chatting to you the other night. I said, be careful a bit. You know, that kind of thing. Don't be scared to tell your females.
Yeah.
I think
by the way, look out for these people.
It becomes easier once we start building these kind of relationships, because sometimes you don't know someone and it's hard for you to just be like on some, hey, careful. Imagine if I don't know you on some, hey. And then you're looking at me like, MDK, who the hell is this? But that what do you call it? Network. When we network, then I'm able to say, hey, sweets, I've been there, so just watch out. Or sometimes I think it's better you letting me know as well, so-and-so didn't pay me.
Yeah.
Then if you get, like she's saying, if you get people like in groups and then we go in there and be like, yo, man, come on. Let's sort it out. You know, have you got any interesting ones?
So I just wanted to ask if anybody knows who was the first female DJ in the UK. Does anybody know?
What, in the UK?
Genre, just in general, as a whole thing?
I would say she's probably in the world, actually.
In the world?
Yeah.
What year?
She just passed away last year. You know her, but you forgot her name.
Anita something? I don't know.
Do you remember?
No, I'm sure you know her. Yeah, her name is Annie Nightingale.
Oh my God, yes.
Annie Nightingale. I knew you would know her, but the name is probably like...
Shout out Annie
lingering in
Nightingale.
the brain. She's been blasting those doors for a lot of women, that's for sure. So
what's her name again?
Annie Nightingale.
Annie Nightingale.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Anne. I don't know. It's Anne or Annie. Annie Nightingale.
Shout out to Anne.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
She started DJing like she started off as an artist and as a presenter.
Yeah.
And she pushed the doors. And the only way she actually got to be employed as a DJ was when a promoter from the Beatles spoke on her behalf to the BBC. And then the BBC Radio 1 finally, in the 70s, like, I mean, she's definitely a trailblazer, that's for sure. In your own journeys, do you think it's important to have males in order to be successful?
No.
Yeah.
Sorry. No.
Okay, I'm gonna excuse myself.
We've gone past that now, unfortunately.
Let's talk about juggling jobs, because some people DJ, it's a hobby. Some people DJ more than other people. Some people have other jobs during the week, 9 to 5. On weekends, some people are working. How does it affect you guys in terms of juggling a few jobs and being a DJ at the same time? Any of you?
Lack of sleep.
Lack of sleep, yeah.
So you become part-time insomniac.
People enjoy their weekends, right? And I think a lot of us enjoy going out and listening to music anyway. We go out, but it's different when you have to leave the door. Like when you're going to groove for fun and you're like Fridays come and then you're, Friday night, you're like, I'm going out. It's different to when it's Friday night and you're booked. And you have to go. And then it's work, right? It's work. And as well, you're not just you're expected to come before your gig, before your set. So you're never just getting paid for an hour set. You're getting paid for your 1 hour arrival time so you can pre what the other person is playing. You don't want to be double backing songs.
Yeah.
And then you can't just like dash off because some promoters are like, oh, I want you there till the end. Hi, bro, pay me for the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
Hey, you want me there till the end?
So promoters specifically say, I want you there
and
to
they
the end.
make it the amount of female friend DJs that I know.
Yeah.
Who I'm like, they're like, oh, I have a set. And I'm like, okay, well, I have a set at somewhere. You can come after your set to me.
Yeah.
And they're
Us,
like,
like,
I
last weekend.
can't because the
They want
person
me to
wants me
stay.
to stay. And I'm like, what? What do you mean they want you to stay? Have you not finished DJing? Why do you have to stay? Oh, because they feel like, I bring the vibes. This is where we go back to the dancing and being there. And you're expected to stay.
Okay, I never knew of
Yeah.
this.
On my days, all the time.
That's
They
crazy.
make you feel bad for even
for
saying
leaving.
you want to go. Babe, the emotional blackmail
Yeah.
you get.
Just
and
one
then
more
you,
hour,
And then you
just one
stay
more
because, okay, if I don't stay, they might not book me again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it's a blackmail kind of
Yeah,
thing.
because I had a set the other day. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I had a set the other day. I wanted them to come,
Yeah.
but she was like, her set was earlier than mine. I was like,
Yeah.
well, you can come after. I can't because I have to stay here.
Do you get paid
You know?
extra or is just
No,
standard? That's
you
it.
get paid for the hour you were there.
In
Wow.
fact, that
That's
gig
not
wasn't
even
even
drink.
paid.
But because you want to get
Guys, you need to
It's
talk
not
about these
that.
But
things.
because you want to get residency somewhere, you
Yeah.
know, it's something that's gonna be carrying on. You're like, okay, you know what? Let me punch it to give it to the game, like Emma said. You know,
Nice to go.
That's right.
I mean, at what point does it stop to like be scared of that? Do you know what I mean?
No,
Now,
basically, yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
It stops now. Literally, if you're not paying me my fee, I'm not having it. If you don't pay me my fee, I'm
They're
not
not
coming.
having
it. End on
Yeah,
that
and if it's at the booking, if you're not gonna pay me my fee,
Yeah.
you gotta be big. That's
Yeah.
gotta be huge. I gotta network something crazy out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
But still,
And, yeah,
if
but
they're big enough to be networking out, they're big enough to give you a check.
Yeah,
That's it.
Nice.
There's also
That's
the
it.
thing of where they say when you give them your price and they're like, okay, but how about this is how much I have?
Yeah.
That's not my problem.
So you guys just need to be strict. Then.
Yeah,
From now
because
on,
sometimes
if
you're
you
like,
lose a
okay,
gig, you lose
why
a
not?
gig.
Yeah.
You lose a gig, yeah. It's better off. It's better off because sometimes the little that you're trying to pay me,
Yeah.
I'll use that in drip, bro. Do you get
True.
what I mean? I'll
True.
use that for like
Quickly.
My
shopping.
nails.
Yeah.
That's it.
Babe.
Yeah, my cornrows would be £100. You know, pay my friend
Honestly.
£100 to get my hair done.
Wow.
That's it. That's
And
it.
I went and spent a whole hour. You remember, you're also standing.
Yeah.
People forgetting you're standing
That's it.
while you're DJing. And like I said, it's an energy. I don't think people understand.
Yeah.
Being a DJ is a lot. It's an energy distribution.
Yeah.
And then I've been in places, you know, because I'm a piano is obviously we know it. You
Yeah.
know, but there's people
out there.
who don't know it and they're getting introduced to it and you're
Yeah.
being booked in those spaces where people don't know. And I went on a New Year party. I was DJing somewhere and this man had the audacity to come up to me with money in his hand saying, can you change this music and play something else?
Oh. Was it enough money? How much was it? No, I'm kidding. That's crazy.
No,
That
but
is
even
crazy.
but even that being
Yeah.
sat there and you're thinking, should I drift away from what we're talking
playing.
about?
Yeah.
A trailblazer. This is who I am. Should I drift away from that and get this money?
Yeah.
Or should I? At least you told him I was like, respect my craft.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
My sound.
You
as well.
didn't come to another man who was DJing before me and told them
And
to
do
change
that.
it to Bashment.
Yeah.
But now I'm
Wow.
playing and I said I'm even accommodating to you. I'm even giving you my piano remixes
Yeah.
of Adele, you know. And now you're still telling me to change the music when
Oh, wow.
the reason you come to clubs is to experience all the DJs and the journey. You go on the journey
Yeah.
and enjoy. This is why I prefer underground DJs, you know, and where you
Yeah.
could not see the DJ anywhere. You're just wondering where the hell
Where's
is
the
the
DJ?
DJ?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, no, I think you need to start recording these kind of things. If you
That's
experience something like that, post it on Instagram.
That's
Use
it.
social media.
But then,
But
it's
then
the
then you see
feeling
it's a
bad.
problem.
Yeah,
Let it be.
Yeah.
True. But it's
That's
easy for you to say as a male because you know, in a society where you can just let it be. Well,
No,
as
but
for us,
what-
there's a lot on the line for you as
Yeah.
a female DJ, for you as you're branding yourself, you're promoting yourself.
Yeah.
Not only that, we're also black women. I'm a black woman, and
Yeah.
you're gonna be saying as, oh my gosh, she complains a lot. Oh my gosh, she
Yeah.
does this.
You
There's
don't want
that comes
Yeah.
along in the pocket with it. So you give it to the game, you take it on the chin because you don't want to be shortlisted. You don't want to be not booked.
Yeah.
Because they're going to
That's
book you over someone who's not going to complain with the little £100 they're giving them, who's not going to go on Instagram and cancel them. We have
Yeah.
cancel culture now.
Okay.
People are scared of that, you know. So it's easy for you to say yes, you can say no, but realistically, There's a lot more work that needs to be done with the male pieces on accepting rejection.
Yeah.
You know, they cannot take the rejection.
What can we do to help as male DJs? What is it that we can do to help? Because obviously you guys are experiencing some things that we don't experience. That's why I'm giving this space to say, I know obviously you saying you don't need male DJs to help. I get that. But clearly there must be something that we can do to help.
Okay, say for example, MDK, yeah, I see 4 girls on here. I've never seen 4 mandem on here ever. Have there been 4 mandem on the panel ever?
I've had 3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe like give us all individual spaces to talk our thing, more space to like exist in a space and like tell our own stories individually. Because I feel like that could be a benefit. I feel like
what do you mean? Interview you 1-1?
1-1, 2-2. Smaller
okay.
spaces. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sure Emma would have had a lot more to say had there not been like overpowering women here. Do you get what I mean? Or even, do you get what I mean? Anybody on here would have had a longer. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Little things like that. If you see a promoter moving mad, just be like, bro, why are you moving mad?
Yeah.
You can say that. You can tell him, bro, why are you moving mad? And he'll have to look at you as a fellow man and be like, wow.
They listen to their man.
Now I got you.
Next man's clock.
We've got 4 episodes already. I get it.
That's it.
It's in the bag.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are lined up. Right, without ending, I don't want to end this on a negative. I want you guys to tell me 2 things that you enjoy about being a female DJ in this
go on, talk the thing,
please.
baby.
What's your favorite thing about DJing?
I mean, I love being female and I love being a DJ. And I'm a piano one at that. I just want to say, because we're saying a lot of negative stuff, that I think I've drifted through a few different scenes.
Yeah.
The I'm a piano scene, I think, is so accepting. I'm an LGBTQ. There's there's a lot of scenes I've experienced hate, but the I'm a piano scene has always been loved. So shout out everybody, shout out the Grievish, shout out the promoters, shout out all the other DJs.
Oh, amazing. Mm-hmm. Giggla right there.
Yeah, I think for me, I just enjoy being able to express myself, and I enjoy being around like-minded individuals. That's it for me, mainly,
Amazing.
Cool.
Love it.
For me, I love being the center of attention.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Not only that, I love being able to, because, you know, as a woman, you do have the emotional understanding. I love being able to feel like I'm going to give you what you emotionally feel like you don't want, but what you need in this moment. And I feel like I'm a piano does that a lot. When you play for some people come out and like, you changed my life.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so being able to know that I have the nurturing thing in me, that even when I'm playing, everyone else is going to feel it and have that healing. You know, that's the most thing I love about being a female DJ.
Amazing.
Nice one.
I love that. Thank you, sweet.
For me, so my favorite thing to do is play very like underground artists. So I love amplifying those people. And I think as a female, I just love being in spaces where people maybe weren't expected to see you. Yeah. And then you kill it. And then that's even better.
Yes.
And I love that. I love that.
On.
Yeah, so
Amazing.
that's my favorite thing.
Love it. I love it.
All right, we're out of time, guys. We can wrap it. But before we go, is there anybody that you want to give a shout out to who has helped you to be where you are individually? Anybody who has kind of like played a role, you want to say shout out to them? Just one person. Anyone. It could be a DJ, it could be a mom, it could be a friend. Anybody that you just want to say.
I'm going to shout out DJ Giggla.
Yes. Shout out to DJ Giggla.
Giggla.
Is there anyone that you want to shout out to that has helped you to be where you are today?
My son. I'm not gonna lie. Whole time
shout out.
Baby boy.
Yeah. Sweetie.
I'm gonna shout out to 2 of my amazing mothers, my birth mother.
Shout out to the hug. Shout out to the hug over there.
I'm loving this.
My birth mother and my mother, Samatawi, who has supported me in, you know, this thing called life. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Shout out.
Oh, shout
Bella.
out to Mom.
I have to give a shout out to DJ Zenze. Thank you for
the technical DJ.
For literally telling me off multiple times on the decks and telling me to listen to him because it all came out as good. So I appreciate this man for. No, Bella, you're meant to do it here. Telling me to restart, pull up the track and restart.
We're going to have to wrap it up. Okay, guys, thank you very much for coming today.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you
This
so
is just the
much.
start. Hopefully, we're gonna have more of these, and I'll try and have you guys individually so you can share your story.
Yes.
Let's give a big shout out to Miss Anonymous, first time on camera. Give shout out to Bella.
Yes, Bella.
Give shout out to DJ Sweets.
Oh, yes, sweetie.
Give shout out to Giggla and Emma the DJ. Yours truly. Come on, thank you very much.
Okay.
Can I have everyone saying finding the signal on that camera, please?
Finding the signal.
Boom. Thank you very much. It's a wrap.
Danko.